All right. It's restorative, it's restorative practice today. So the very first part, and by the way, there are two big bolsters there if you prefer to have that for this first part too. We're going to lay and just open up for at least 10 minutes to start. And then at the very end, probably be 15 minutes up with our legs up the wall. And then we'll do a couple of things in between. So that is our plan. So I'm going to have you all set yourself up. And you can choose this structure if you'd like, using blocks to add a little bit of elevation on that top end. That's just an option, but it might help to open up. So the idea with this particular pose, so restorative yoga, of course, is very supported. When we do our legs up the wall, that's not necessarily, some of the things that we do are not necessarily restorative, but it will help to open up the hips. So, but this piece, you do want to feel really supported, but also allow for opening through the shoulders, the front of the shoulders. So give yourself a little space here. If you prefer arms right alongside you, absolutely fine. If you want to bring your arms a little wider to add a little more opening, feel free to try that. But you decide here what feels best. And normally when we start things off, I have it be really quiet with no music. I'm actually going to start the music now, and we'll end with 10 minutes or so, probably a little less than that, of silence. So in this position, really check in, noticing again the opening through the arms, the front of the shoulders, allowing your arms to feel weightless. Traveling down the spine, notice how your spine is supported. Let the torso feel weightless. Notice the tops of the legs. Travel down the legs. Notice the calves. Recognize whether or not you are holding your legs in any particular shape, or are you allowing them to completely relax, letting the feet fall to the side. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax your jaw. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Allow for easy breaths in and out. Your thoughts will be okay without you for this next bit of time. So just rest. We will be here another 2 minutes. So in these next couple of minutes, send your thoughts out to go play. Sometimes loving yourself looks like nothing at all. Restfulness is a foundation for an active, creative life. Even day itself rests. It's called night. Bring some easy movement to your fingers and toes. And you decide how best to get to a seated position. Take your time to get there. All right, so now we are going to create a little support with our bolster. You may want to use both of your blocks here. So you will do a child's pose using your bolster. Your knees will go around the bolster and you'll lay yourself on that bolster with your head facing one direction, and then I will give you the cue. You'll turn to let your head face in the opposite direction. So a gentle opening through the hips is what's intended here. The body should feel completely supported. Again, if it feels like you need a little bit more of a bolster, feel free to use those two big bolsters that are over there. Yep, so you will lay yourself on that bolster again. Your head is turned in one direction. We'll be here 4 minutes total. 2 minutes with head in one direction, 2 minutes with our head in the other direction. If at any time you need to come out of this pose, it's not feeling quite right, feel free to make a change. Again, you're in a supported child's pose with your knees around the block, maybe big toes together. Arms should feel heavy. Let your body fully rest. Turn your head gently in the other direction. If you need to take a little break in between, if anything is just not feeling quite right, feel free to move around a little bit and then return if needed at any time. slowly bring yourself up. And let's take just a couple of seconds here to straighten the legs, shake them out a bit, and then we'll set up for our next pose. We're actually going to do this pose again. We'll do a couple minutes on each side. It's a twist. So what we'll do, you could actually leave your bolster as it is, so propped up, but you'll scoot yourself in sideways on that bolster, and you'll lay yourself on your side on the bolster. Now, if you want more of a twist, you would actually turn yourself all the way around and rest. You could also prop this top block up to add a little bit more support if you decide to twist all the way. So take time again to set yourself up. I'm going to give, so Taylor, I don't know if you want an extra block there. It might be a little more supportive. That feel okay? Better? Okay, cool. We are going to stay here just a little longer than I had originally planned. So just stay here and enjoy a few more breaths. In your own time, make your way to the opposite side. So take your time coming up, transitioning the legs so that you scoot in the opposite way. Take as much time as you need to set yourself up so that you feel supported. Breathing in, breathing out. Soften and relax. Slowly begin to transition back to a seated position. Actually not going to stay here real long, but just push yourself up. And then you can remove all of your props unless you want something for your legs up the wall. But take a second here just to kind of feel what's going on. And then when you're ready to send your legs up the wall, that's where we will go next. So you should be set up right there for it. So as I mentioned, these first few poses or things that we'll do with our legs up the wall is just really intended to open up through the hips, and then we'll have a little bit more restorative time. So we'll start off with our legs in a V shape. You can teach your mind to calm its frantic thinking. It can become a tranquil lake. Whatever you struggle with becomes more manageable with stillness and rest. Everything you need healed is waiting for your blessing. That blessing is rest. Rest signals your healing things to commence. You think your thoughts need you to constantly shepherd them, or your life will fall apart. Often your thoughts just want to dream and graze on their own, and for you to leave them in peace. Gently bring your legs together. We'll focus now on the outer thigh. So left leg will stay extended, right ankle above the left knee for an upside down figure 4. And you can decide whether that's enough, or you could want to slide the sole of the left foot down the wall. You are welcome to do so. Arms, shoulders, your neck, the muscles of the face, let them all relax. Slowly, in your time, switch to the other side. There's so much that you cannot control, but you can control your breathing. Can you breathe a moment of peace into your soul? Start there. If you don't know where to start or how to get from one moment to the next, start with a single beautiful breath, then another. String them together. Peace is the fruit of what you practice. The next minute or so of time is yours. So if you feel like you need more of an outer thigh opening on one side versus the other, take the time for that. If you want more of a V shape, feel free to do that. You can twist from the wall there. You can also begin to make your way out of legs up the wall to prepare for final relaxation if this is not where you want to be for the last 10 minutes of time. So you can decide here what this next minute holds for you. So either stay with legs up the wall or find a different shape for this final 10 minutes of time. So now, once you have found your shape, let yourself fully relax and be here, present in this moment. Turn your attention fully to your breath. Perhaps you add a mantra to your breath, something that speaks to you. It could be one word: peace, calm. Let go. You want more than one word, but you decide here, again, something that really resonates with you. Let your body, let your mind rest. Breathing in, breathing out. The next 2 minutes of time are still yours. Stay here, be present, breathe your breaths, easy in, easy out. And now bring some easy movement back to your fingers and toes. Maybe roll through your wrists and ankles. And you're welcome to find a fetal position, rolling to one side and just pausing, or just stay right where you are for now. Take your time. Let's gently move to a seated position. Let's take one more big breath in and out together. Inhale, sweep your arms up, stretch up tall. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. I hope you do take time to rest over these next couple of weeks. Enjoy the holidays, friends. Namaste.